Today on HikerXL, I brought a friend.
Hello.
Hello everybody. Today we are at the foot of Mount Baker. This year is my good friend Phil. We go back a long time. Phil has done a lot of day hikes and some camping, but never backpacking. So we are going to go on the Chain Lakes Loop Trail up here and let him try out what it feels like to carry your pack. Um, what what are you most looking forward to about this?
I'm looking forward to getting into the wilderness, sleeping under the stars. But also looking forward to trying out some new gear. I got some new trekking poles. I've never used those before. My pack is about twice as heavy as it normally is. Setting up a tent after hiking, um, and just experiencing, I guess, the overnight backpacking trip.
Are there any concerns or worries that you may be having about this being your first time?
I'm somewhat somewhat anxious of a person, so just kind of thinking through a lot of the what ifs always makes me a little nervous. The solitude, I guess, makes me a little nervous, but I'm sure I'll get over that as soon as we're out there and experiencing some of that wilderness
Yeah,
experiences, seeing the stars. So I guess just some anxiousness about the whole experience, but I'm also very much looking forward to it.
I'm excited because I think anyone getting a chance to backpack, especially for the first time, it's really fun. If I get to do it with my friends, even better. I think we should get going.
Let's go.
Welcome to Mazama Lakes. We are about 4 miles or so into the hike. Phil, what are your thoughts on day one?
It was uh, it was. This is a really great hike. Um, Lots of wonderful views of Mount Baker, um, and other ridges, along this mountain range here. Um, the whole hike is exposed, so you get to see a lot. You can see a lot of the meadows. The downside to that is that the sun's beating on you all day. Um, there's a lot of elevation gain. How much did you say?
Yeah, so we had about a little over 1,000 foot elevation gain. Most of it was right up front. This was by design. I wanted us to get the hardest part done first instead of last. And so we started by essentially ascending up 900 feet. Um, and the entire time we're right along the road. And so we're seeing cars just casually driving on up while we're just like huffing and puffing and going, oh my gosh, this is hard. So it kind of takes it out of you. But yeah, all in all, I'm happy where we are. I'm looking right through these trees right here and I can see Mount Baker. There's a nice little lake here, and there's a privy toilet. That's a big deal. Yeah, now is the time where we go and pump some fresh water for dinner and rehydrating, and just enjoy the evening. Ooh, hey, sorry about that. Technical difficulties. As it turns out, at the end of that last shot, my camera died. Sorry. Well, we're obviously not on the trail. We are at beautiful Alki Beach, right across from the city of Seattle. It's been a few days, but Phil, overall, what'd you think of the hike?
It was a wonderful hike. Lots of amazing views. We got to see two of Washington's amazing peaks, Baker and Shuksan. We got to see some amazing lakes, some amazing high country. Uh, the difficult parts were well worth the beauty that we got to, I guess, camp in and be around. So, yeah, it's a must-do hike in my opinion. Um, I don't know if I will do it again anytime soon, but it was one of the best hikes I've ever been on.
You know, the hike makes you earn it in a few spots, and I think part of that was because we were wearing backpacks which had 30 some odd pounds on it, and that's always going to be a bit. But also, boy, that hike is exposed. You know, the sun is nice and friendly with you for probably about 90% of the hike, and that will kind of bring things down a little bit.
I think that was the hardest part for me.
All right, so Phil, along with this being your first backpacking trip, this was your first time using trekking poles. How did that feel for you, and do you think it actually lent a difference at all to your hiking experience?
Yeah, I very much enjoyed hiking with hiking poles, trekking poles. Um, I would say they came in most handy when we were on like snow patches, um, going downhill or uphill. They were very helpful. Still getting used to using them, but I definitely will continue to use them. I think that, yeah, I guess depending on the hike, they definitely will continue to get used.
Yeah.
I'm glad I brought them along. I'm glad I got them.
Yeah, definitely. I will say, I mean, for me, trekking poles are one of the few items that have completely changed my hiking experience, and I always suggest them. You know, I encourage all of you guys who have not had a chance to try it, try out backpacking. Maybe it turns out that waking up 3 to 10 to 15 miles from your car is going to be that thing that really sparks you and really gets you excited about being out in nature. Maybe you're going to try it and you'd be like, you know, I have sampled this tea and this is not my cup. And that's all any of us who are excited about this sort of stuff can ask. You know, try it out, find out if it's for you. For those of you who have yet to try out backpacking, what are some of your thoughts or your concerns about taking that step? Feel free to post questions or comments down below, and I'll try to answer them, and maybe we'll see about getting Phil to answer some as well. And for those of you who have gone backpacking and you love it, or you've gone backpacking and you are like, nope, share a bit about your stories. I think most of us, whether we love it or not, we have some very interesting backpacking stories. Alrighty, folks, thanks so much for watching. I hope this was a little bit informative, if not at least entertaining. Thank you, Phil, again for doing this with me. There are going to be videos just like this, hiking videos, showing off the trail, as well as informative videos, more stuff about what you need to know to get into hiking, camping, backpacking, all the stuff getting ready to interact with the wild places. So subscribe for more videos like this, and until the next video, take care.